The corporate income tax that failed in the legislature earlier this year is back. The Joint Revenue Committee will be working the bill and taking testimony on it in Pinedale later this week. And in November, the committee will vote it up or down right here at the state capitol. The 36-page draft bill is similar to House Bill 220, which easily passed the state house but was not brought up for a vote in the Senate Corporations Committee, effectively killing it. The draft calls for a 7% corporate income tax on companies with more than 100 shareholders. Supporters claim it would generate $45 million a year earmarked for education.
$45 million is the equivalent of funding 600 teaching positions for 1 year. It's the equivalent of funding a 3A school district for 1 year. It's a lot of money, and it's needed by the people of Wyoming to fund education, which is, as you know, a fundamental right in Wyoming.
The Wyoming Retailers Association and the Lodging and Restaurant Association are not quarreling with the Education Association. Executive Director Chris Brown says his associations don't want to get into the middle of the education funding debate. He says his organizations believe the state needs to diversify its revenue stream, but in doing so, he believes everyone should have some skin in the game.
We urge the legislature to come up with a bill that applies fair taxation to all, not one that picks winners and losers and treats like businesses competing for the same customers different on a tax basis.
Tammy Johnson says a corporate income tax is already priced in the cost of a product, so it would not be a new tax. She says, for instance, if you buy something at Walmart in Laramie or Cheyenne, you're already paying the tax and supporting schools in other states.
This tax is already being collected and it's being shipped out to other states. Is that okay with the people of Wyoming? It's not okay with me.
Opponents don't buy that argument.
To suggest that this is a tax that's already being paid and Wyoming is just going to get its share back is incorrect. Make no mistake, this is a brand new tax that, if this bill is passed, will be applied to some businesses in Wyoming and very well could translate down to the consumer.
If the Joint Revenue Committee were to vote the bill down, don't be surprised if it resurfaces in the February 2020 budget session. Either way, it would need a 2/3 vote to be put into play because it's a non-budget bill. Robert Jiha, Cowboy State Daily.